So it's just preparing itself.
Mm. Ooh.
Tribal triggered my emotional support cat. He's doing hard work right now.
Well, speaking of emotional cat, welcome everybody to your fourth Spellbound Survival Land of Oz Tribal Council. Is not the first time I'm out of breath hosting a ceremony or hosting something for this series, but who knows? Maybe, hopefully, it definitely won't be the last, but I wish it was. I'm just scanning around because we have a couple things that we need to tend to. So not as many questions, but some of y'all gonna be answering the same questions because I want to vomit. Okay, first question goes to Richard. You're actually the only one to get this question. With the twist being something that's unprecedented, you never seen before. How does having immunity feel at a time like this?
That's a very good question. Many nights I have gone to bed wondering why the hell I've walked out of a casino broke from a blackjack table. Last night I went to bed and thought totally worth it. Because I'm safe, like all the experience that I've had playing blackjack in the past and failing, for like actual dollars has finally paid off somehow in my life. So I'm trying to look at the silver lining of that. Very grateful to be safe. Obviously, I just got lucky and I know the game, I kind of suck at everything else. So like I just got lucky that it was something that I knew. I'm very grateful. As far as the twist, yeah, don't know exactly the optimal way to play it, but it's nice to be able to not have to worry about my name being tossed out.
And Nathan, as I said, this is unprecedented. We've never done this in Spellbound before, nor have I seen this really implemented in that many games, period. So this is actually the earliest I think most people get to meet everybody on the cast. Usually it takes a while for like once you merge, there's finally people you haven't been able to talk to, get the chance to talk to them. So how do you feel like that factor is going to impact the rest of the game?
I think it definitely will play somewhat of a factor because you at least get to know some of the other people and maybe try to make a connection a lot earlier on prior to the merge. Um, and I do feel like maybe if some people weren't as active or like reaching out, it also plays a factor later on, like their viewpoint on said person. Um, yeah, I mean, that's probably about it. I mean, I played CTC though, where we were all merged right at the bat, and then like beginning, all 18 of us. So
I remember that season very vividly. I cry because I lost the season prior. But anyways, next one, actually two people are going to answer this. First, we're going to go to Rafi, and then we're going to go to Scott. I'm just going off of who's on my screen. Usually I have like an order prepared, but whatever. Um, so of course, with this new twist, you have power over what happens on the other tribes. So how do you feel about not having control over who gets voted into the duel from your tribe? Rafi, you go first.
Honestly, it makes me feel better only because it kind of feels like, well, as you said, I don't have control over that, so I don't have to worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about my name. I'm just gonna focus on like gathering votes or whatever. Like getting, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I meant.
What about you, Scott? Same question.
Yeah, I was on mute. Okay. I'm not drunk, I swear, y'all. I'm just tired. Like to bounce off what Rafi said and what you said, like it's really out of my control. So there's no use in like really worrying about it, which is such a lie because I worry about like everything. I really just have to just focus on the vote that like I have to cast and not really worry about like the other vote because it's out of my control.
But so the next question is going to go both to Shelly and Jeremy. While you are technically voting someone tonight, that doesn't mean that they're out of the game yet. And there's a good chance that player will win the duel. And remember, you voted me off. So how does it feel? Like, how much are you worried that that person will win the duel and come back with revenge in mind? And you're both from different tribes, so actually, for one of you, it's going to be the case.
I feel like I want to answer your question, but like I definitely feel like, and this isn't news to anybody, but like I'm a completely new person to these orgs. And I'm not trying to make that like a pillar of my personality or anything, but like there should be a Surgeon General's warning for playing this shit because like I need somebody to be like, hey, side effects include sweating, heart palpitations, like paranoia, like a contestant turned into a lemur once. You should totally like not stop playing if suddenly your eyeballs get way smaller. You know, don't play if you shook hands with anybody who ate a breath mint recently. Like, does that answer the question? Yeah, I'm fucking afraid. That's a horrible thing to have to deal with. Um, and I think the only thing that you can do in a situation like this is just talk to people, make relationships, and hope for the best. Because, like other people have said already tonight, it's not in my control who goes home from my tribe tonight.
Jeremy.
I have no idea what the question was anymore. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, if you need me to repeat it for you, the short version of it is: do you worry that the person you vote off could potentially win the duel and come back with revenge?
No, we'll leave it at that.
Fucking respect it. My next question goes to Tommy and Giraffe. So you guys go both get the same question. Um, I did the math earlier. I totally didn't look this up on a calculator. But with 15 people, all the different one-on-ones, there's 105 different one-on-ones. Obviously, Prod has to spectate, but there's so many different conversations you need to balance. So how overwhelming is it to have to go from talking to maybe 8 or 7 people to having to talk to everybody at the same time? Tommy, you're first.
It can definitely be very overwhelming if you don't know how to manage it. Luckily, I played these orgs long enough that I know how to manage it. But waking up to about 14 messages every morning, because there's 14 of us, not that I get 14 messages every morning, but up to that is like insane, and I don't expect it, and it stresses me out a little bit.
Giraffes.
So I mean, kind of the same where it's like, I woke up to maybe having like 1 or 2 messages, and then all of a sudden I'm waking up to like, 20, and from just because everybody's like, trying to do everybody's trying to talk to each other individually to try to come up with, plans and get information and bond and all that. And it's definitely something that you have to be able to manage mentally, like, okay, this is who I'm talking to with this about, this is who I'm talking about that about, because you don't want to, be like talking about apples with, one person and go over and continue talking to apples with another person when you were actually talking about oranges. So it's definitely a fun little mental gymnastics game that I enjoy.
Real. Okay. Second to last question, Jared and V. Jared, you go first. Idols, advantages, powers, and whatnot. I mean, we've already unleashed the twist. What more fuckery can we go on with this round? But do you think there are any out there? Do you think any of them are in possession of certain people? And do you think they would come into play tonight?
I mean, it's been a topic of conversation just because of like past tribals. So I think if those hadn't happened, then the conversations might not have happened. But I've heard some few murmurs about like, well, what if something was played tonight? But also, would someone play something this round because it is like a very unique round? So it's just brought more questions to us, which kind of just makes us spiral more. And especially with some of these twists, we can't really think too much about it because we really don't know what you guys are doing. No one really thought that we would swap at 16. So you have to manage it better than it was before, or you normally would in games.
V, same question.
Well, I'm positive there's something floating out there because production did hint already that people are searching. Just not me because I don't got shit. So we'll see how this goes. And if someone does play something, that'd be great. Get it out early.
And my last question goes to Chris, and I totally didn't not see you there, like in the corner. Chris, what are you eating?
Well, I did something very Caucasian and I got barbacoa sauce pre-made from Walmart. No offense to the Caucasians, I'm so sorry. Yeah. So I'm eating beef barbacoa and Spanish rice.
Spanish rice. So all the because now that's hitting me in a place in my heart that I wasn't prepared to get hit at tonight. But that concludes the formal questionnaire of tribal council. This is usually the part where I tell you guys to raise your hands if you think you're safe, whatever, this, that, and the third. We're not doing that. Cast your votes. I got work I gotta go to at some point. And just as a clarification, once I come back to tally up all the votes, there will only be one window for advantages. So if there's an advantage that wants to be played from either tribe, you only have the one opportunity. It's not separate. So cast your votes, give shout outs if you want. And Prod, please help me tally up those votes so I can do all that shit. Yeah.
So weirdly quiet.
Right? Quiet.
Watching you do that, giraffes, is so aesthetically pleasing. I love it.
All right, everybody. I have the votes. Once the first person leaves or people enter the duel and then subsequently leave, then they will have the responsibility to gather his, her, or their belongings and get the hell onto that dual island and then get the hell off of both islands for good. But first, like I said, if there's any idols or advantages that anybody would like to play, now is the time to do so. All right.
Yo,
What's up, Jeremy?
I'd like to play something. I got an idol burning a hole in my pocket. I could play it on myself, and that would be fun. But I'd rather do some stupid shit. So I'm gonna play this idol on drafts.
Okay, I would like to confirm that that is an individual immunity idol. Any votes cast against giraffes will not count. Does anyone else want to play something? No?
Can I just say thank you right now, Jeremy? Thank you.
This
Play it
is
before I go home.
this is a thank you. And it does count. Giraffes has gratitude towards Jeremy, but that doesn't affect the vote count. All right. Final call? Okay, here's how this is going to work. I'm first going to read the votes cast by Tamata. That's the first one I'm going to read. So this someone from Laione is going first, okay? All right. Get right into it. First vote. Jeremy. 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 That's 3 votes, Jeremy. Tommy. Tommy. That's 3 votes, Jeremy. 2 votes, Tommy. Jeremy. Flips it back. The fourth person technically voted in Spellbound Survivor Land of Oz is Jeremy. All right, Jeremy, you will be the Laione member entering the duel. And if final words are necessary, you have the chance to say them. But now we're going to go over the Laione votes for Tamata member. Now, this is the Tamata member that's going home. That being said, I will read the votes. First vote. Giraffes does not count. 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 6 votes nullified. Still no votes. Shelley. That's 1 vote, Shelley. 1 vote left. Rachel. We have a tie. 1 vote, Shelley. 1 vote, Rachel. So here's how this is going to work. This 8 of you got to revote. Oh, we preferred if you'd be able to send a list in advance if you were not able to be in attendance. And now that's important. It matters. It actually affects what happens here if you're not here. But if you are from Laione, you can only vote for Shelley or Rachel. Please cast those votes.
Girl, I love mess. Y'all are messy.
Where
I
do we
love
cast this
mess.
revote at? Number
Your
1.
prod chat.
Okay.
Watch that, please.
Are we allowed to like talk in here amongst ourselves or no? No? Okay.
No, just go vote.
Yeah.
You can talk in here, just nothing about the vote.
Okay. You got it.
Oh my god, Buffy, your dog. Oh my god. Oh my god. That dog looks haunted. But it makes it so cute.
I'm so confused.
This is what I meant when
Me too.
with Jacob's question.
I'm confused. I'm happy, but I'm confused.
I'm just like, I feel like Richard Hatch on All Stars when he's like, I'm bamboozled. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, ugh. Shout out to my project guests, by the way. I love you all.
Shout out to chocolate syrup.
Ugh.
Shout out to dumplings.
Shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings. Ugh.
Shout out to Jeff Probst.
Sorry, I talk like this when I'm nervous. So I'm like,
Shout out to Discount Chef Probes up at the top row.
Exactly. I also talk like this when I'm nervous. So wait. So I have a question, actually. If it ties again, can it tie again?
Yeah, it's rocks between those two.
No, is it rocks between those two or is it rocks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just those two.
Oh, okay.
It's not gonna tie.
I was about to be like, well, I've never been to Rocks before.
It's not fun.
I love rocks. I'm a rocks advocate. Go to rocks. Prove
I'm
your
sorry,
mettle.
Shelley.
Appreciate you.
All right, I have the votes. Once I read the votes, now we will see who will face off against Jeremy in the duel. First vote. Shelley does not count. Shelley. That's one vote, Shelley. Rachel. Shelley. That's two votes, Shelley. Rachel. That's two votes, Shelley. Two votes, Rachel.
I don't know why one of them didn't count. Oh, sorry.
Shelley. Rachel. We are tied again. 3 votes, Shelley. 3 votes, Rachel. 1 vote left. The person from Tamata face off against Jeremy in the duel. And the technical 5th person voted. Spellbound Survivor, Land of Oz. Rachel. That is 4. And you will be entering the duel against Jeremy. That is all that you need from me tonight. I'll give the floor to the rest of my co-hosts while I run back to work. Best of luck to you both. Congratulations to everyone else for surviving the tornado.
Can I be on that tribe? Can I be on that tribe? That tribe sounds so fun.
Wait,
Shut up.
Hello,
Which
everybody.
is-
I'm going to take over the floor. I'm going to talk to you all about the but let me just confirm something.
Right.
Why y'all dressed up, Ryan?
Oh, I had a meeting.
Oh.
That was crazy, yo.
Ryan, you missed the craziest tribal.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Jeremy, yo,
Man, that's what
Hello,
happened.
gotta
everybody.
fucking stone
I'm on
sack,
the floor.
man.
Everybody. So as you know, Jeremy from Laione and Rachel from Tamata are in the duel. And however, we were supposed to have a battle of flip cup. The first person to 10 would win. However, Rachel is not able to attend. And I did tell her that if she is not able to attend to compete before and is voted out, that she will not she will automatically lose the duel. So unfortunately for Rachel, she automatically loses this duel. Jeremy survive. And Jeremy, take a few seconds and think about which tribe you would like to rejoin.
I'm going to Tamata. Thank you.
So Jeremy will
Hey,
rejoin
Megan, I
Tamata.
love you.
Wait, no,
you're
he's not
switching
rejoining
tribes?
Tamata. He's going to our
I'm
tribe.
switching. Yeah.
Yeah, the loser, the winner of the duel got to pick what tribe they go to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So with that, tribal is finished. Tony, are you good to stop it whenever?
Yeah, just one last thing. Just give us a minute to get y'all reorganized back into your, normal tribes. Say goodbye to your friends on the other tribe now. And then your next immunity challenge will be coming out once we get your chat settled.
I guess I owe